If you're putting together a project portfolio to try and stand out to employers and land a job in business intelligence, one of the hardest parts isn't the dashboards or the SQL, it's the data. Good data sets are hard to find. And even when you do find one, it often doesn't match the project or the skills you actually want to demonstrate. So instead of building the project you want, you end up shaping the project around the dataset instead of shaping the dataset around the project. Or worse, it's a dataset that's been used over and over again, so your project ends up looking like everyone else's. And another issue is authenticity. A lot of datasets just don't feel real. The numbers are too clean, the patterns are too perfect, and nothing behaves like the way it does in an actual business. Which means even if your visuals look good, you're not really demonstrating how you think about real business problems. Well, luckily for you, these are now problems of the past. Because now you can use AI to generate tailor-made datasets to build unique and realistic projects that can supercharge your portfolio and really make it stand out from the rest. But, and there is always a but, there's a right way to do it. Because if you just ask AI to generate an e-commerce dataset, you'll get something that looks like data, but doesn't actually demonstrate anything meaningful. So in this video, I want to walk you through some simple best practices for prompting AI to generate datasets that actually tell a story, demonstrate real business understanding, and make your projects stand out. And one quick point before we get into it, a realistic dataset doesn't have to mean a massive dataset. A lot of people assume they need thousands and thousands of rows, but in many cases, a few hundred well-structured rows is more than enough to demonstrate the problem, the pattern, or the story you want to analyze. What's important is not the volume, it's whether the data actually supports the project. Okay, so first up, clarity is everything. You don't start by asking for data, you start by defining the context. First, tell the AI what industry you're working in. Retail, SaaS, marketing, finance, whatever it is. And don't just name the industry, describe it. What kind of business is it? Who are their customers? What do they sell? And roughly how big is it? For example, a mid-sized e-commerce retailer selling homeware to consumers doing around 200k per month. Second, you need to decide what the project is actually about. This is where a lot of people go wrong. A good project isn't here's some sales data in a dashboard. A good project answers a question, highlights a problem, or tells a story. So before you generate anything, decide what that story is. Is there a drop in conversions? Is there a spike in returns? Is there a campaign that performed unusually well or badly? Has churn rate increased significantly? And if you don't know what's realistic for that industry, this is actually where AI becomes incredibly powerful. Because you can simply ask it. You can say, you're an expert in this industry. What are common business problems? What are typical KPIs? What kind of anomalies happen? Think of AI as your industry guide before it becomes your data generator. And this is important because it's how you make data realistic. You can ask things like, what would typical monthly sales look like for a business of this size? What kind of seasonality would you expect? What would be considered normal variation versus something unusual? You're not just generating data, you're grounding that data in reality before it even exists. Once you've defined the story, the next step is to decide the structure of your data. And this is something people often overlook. Is this going to be a single dataset? Or are you building something more realistic with multiple datasets or tables? For example, if you're working on a marketing project, you might have separate datasets for different platforms. Google Ads, Meta Ads, TikTok Ads, etc. If you're combining marketing data with web analytics, you're dealing with different sources entirely. And if you do go down that route, you need to think about how those datasets connect. What are the common fields? Usually it's something like date, campaign ID, maybe product or customer identifiers. But the key point is this. You decide that data model before you generate the data. Because the structure drives everything that comes next. Once you've done that, the next best practice is to guide the AI on patterns and timeframes. And be specific. What date range are you working with? Is it 6 months of data, 2 years, up to today? Do you want seasonal trends, weekly patterns, steady growth? Growth is actually something that's often overlooked. It's not just about spikes and drops to tell a story. Over time, is the business actually growing, declining, or staying flat? Because if everything just moves up and down around the same level, it doesn't feel real. It looks like the business isn't going anywhere, which could be the story in itself, but is it? So be explicit. Should there be an overall upward trend, a slowdown, a period of decline followed by recovery? That overall direction is what makes the dataset feel like a real business. And one small but important detail, AI will often default to random or outdated date ranges. So if you want something realistic, tell it. Say, generate data from January 2025 up to present date. You're shaping how believable the dataset is. Next, make sure to build the story into the data from the start. If your project is about a drop in performance, or a spike, or an anomaly, don't add that in afterwards. Tell the AI up front. Explain what happens, when it happens, and why it might happen, because then the data around that event will make sense. You'll see the build-up, the impact, and the recovery. If you try to bolt that on afterwards, it often feels and looks more artificial. And finally, don't just accept the final output. Generate the data, check it, visualize it, and make sure that the story you wanted is actually visible in the data. If it isn't, refine the prompt and generate it again. It should be an iterative process. So, to recap, be clear about the context, define the story and the problem, decide your data model, build the anomaly into the data from the beginning, and guide the patterns and time frame. If you follow those 5 steps, you won't just generate data, you'll create a data set that actually demonstrates how you think as a BI professional. And that's what employers are really looking for. I've put together a 1-page cheat sheet that walks through this entire process, including how to structure your prompts. If you want that, you'll find a link in the description. And for more guidance on prompting AI for data work, check out this video here. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps out the channel. And I'll see you soon for another video. Until then, bye.